catch me howling at the moon.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to Park Pros. Today I have my first international review of a coaster that I think might just be my most rare credit. That coaster is Cú Chulainn, a Gravity Group wooden coaster at Tayto Park in Meath, Ireland, just outside of Dublin. Tayto Park shocked the coaster world in 2015 when they announced that they were building Cú Chulainn, as prior to that, Ireland had never seen a permanent roller coaster larger than a wild mouse, and suddenly they were getting what looked to be like one of the best wooden coasters in all of Europe. Ever since its opening in 2015, Cú Chulainn has been the clear-cut star of all Irish roller coasters, but recent news out of Tayto Park suggests that the coaster could potentially lose that title in 2023. In this video, we'll be taking an in-depth look at Cú Chulainn and the future of roller coasters in Ireland. But first, if you guys are new to Park Pros, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more roller coaster and theme park content just like this.
Tayto Park, not for couch potatoes.
Tayto Park, which opened in 2010, is currently the only major theme park in Ireland. Similarly to how Hershey Park here in the States is themed to Hershey's brands of candy, Tayto Park is centered around the brand of potato chips, or crisps as they call them in Ireland, Tayto. Tayto Park opened adjacent to Tayto's main factory in Meath in 2010 with just a handful of amusement rides and attractions, but the main draw was their small zoo and various children's playgrounds, along with the factory tour. But the park would change forever in February of 2015 when the Cú Chulainn coaster was officially announced as part of Tayto Park's Stage 1 of expansion, a €26 million investment into the park for the 2015 season, which included 7 new attractions. Cú Chulainn cost €8.5 million, which is just over $11.5 million using 2014 conversion rates. Cú Chulainn finished construction in May of 2015 and opened to the public on June 6, 2015 as the tallest, fastest, and longest roller coaster ever built in the Republic of Ireland. Cú Chulainn opened to positive reviews from mainstream coaster enthusiasts in attendance and ended up placing 4th in Amusement Today's poll for the best new ride of 2015, finishing behind highly regarded coasters such as Fury 325, Wicked Cyclone, and Twisted Colossus. Ireland had seen some decent-sized traveling coasters come and go in the past, but never had a roller coaster close to the scale of Cú Chulainn prior to its opening. Cú Chulainn is one of 6 roller coasters currently operating in the Republic of Ireland, with the other 5 all being geared towards children. 2 of those are also located at Tayto Park, including Ladybird Loop, an SBF Visa spinning coaster, and Flight School, a new for 2019 Zier family coaster. Cú Chulainn is unquestionably the best coaster in Ireland, as currently it really is the only major roller coaster in the entire country. I got a handful of rides on Cú Chulainn during my June 2019 trip to Ireland, and it was actually a milestone credit for me as my 200th roller coaster. Here are my complete thoughts on the ride. Let's start by taking a look at Cú Chulainn's 3,590 feet, or 1,092 meters of track. You start with a turn out of the station and head up the 105-foot or 32-meter lift hill. Similar to its Gravity Group cousin, the Voyage at Holiday World, Cú Chulainn's lift dons the Gaelic Athletic Association flags of each of Ireland's 32 counties, which is a really nice touch for the country's signature amusement attraction. You crest over the lift hill and dive down a 65-degree drop, which in the back gives some really good ejector, and head right into a tunnel featuring a bunny hill with another nice pop of air at the ride's top speed of 56 miles, or 90 kilometers per hour. From there you head up into another good airtime moment, and into the first turnaround of the ride's 2-lap layout. Next you hit a turn that takes you back towards the lift hill, and into a double down, which are 2 solid twisting airtime moments. Immediately after you hit another bunny hill, and if you haven't figured it out yet, this coaster definitely isn't lacking in airtime. Then you go up into arguably the ride's signature element, a 115-degree inverted overbank turn. Whether you consider this to be an inversion or not is up to you, but this element was Europe's first inverted overbank on a wooden coaster. After that, you hit 2 more airtime moments and go into an elevated S-curve, which ends with, you guessed it, another airtime hill. Next is a double up into the second turnaround, which is capped off by another double down, which is one of the strongest airtime moments of the entire ride. From there you hit 3 consecutive left-hand turns, which are each followed by more negative G moments, and dip up into a tunnel, which is capped off with another airtime hill that takes you into the brake run. From the top of the lift hill into the final brakes, the duration of the ride is just over a minute long. Cú Chulainn's layout is absolutely jam-packed with airtime and good laterals throughout. Despite only being 105 feet tall, the ride has great pacing throughout its course, and you're always hitting those airtime hills with good speed. In terms of where to ride, the back is definitely the way to go, as you really get thrown over the coaster's many double downs and bunny hops. The ride can get a little shaky in the back, but it never really bothered me too much, and I've found that that's kind of just a characteristic of the Timberliner trains, which are still super comfortable. The ride is themed after Cú Chulainn, a legendary warrior of Ulster, one of the 4 traditional Irish provinces. The entrance of the ride has a statue of Cú Chulainn, and the front of the Timberliner trains also feature the legendary warrior. That's the extent of the ride's theming, but they're both nice touches that accomplish the gist of the theme. On top of that, Cú Chulainn is just a really beautiful coaster. It stands right along the entry road to the park, and because there's a lack of other tall attractions in the park, it completely dominates Tayto Park's skyline. Cú Chulainn seems to be a fairly rare credit among most coaster enthusiasts, not only in the US, but for European enthusiasts as well. As enticing of a coaster that Cú Chulainn is, the fact that Tayto Park is Ireland's only real theme park and has just 3 coaster credits is probably why a lot of enthusiasts skip over Ireland in their European trips. Not to mention that Tayto Park is a little removed from the city of Dublin, and the best way for tourists to get there is a 45-minute bus ride. However, that has the potential to change in 2023, as last week, after a long battle for permits from the county, Tayto Park had plans approved to add 2 more roller coasters for the 2023 season. In 2023, Tayto Park will open 2 intertwining Vekoma roller coasters, very similar to the 2 coasters Tripsdale in Germany just opened. One of the coasters is a Vekoma suspended thrill coaster, and the other is a Vekoma family boomerang. And I think Tayto Park absolutely killed it with these selections. The Junior Boomerang will give them a mid-level thrill ride that's still family friendly, but a step up from their other 2 current kiddie coasters, while the Suspended Thrill Coaster will give the park another headlining coaster that's unlike anything the country has ever seen before. These are going to be 2 really solid additions that will definitely give Tayto Park another nice starting block in building up their coaster collection. It's definitely going to be interesting to see if people are going to prefer the park's new Vekoma Suspended Coaster over Cú Chulainn. The reviews of the STC at Tripsdale, which Tayto Park will presumably be getting a clone of, have been very positive so far, and I'm a big fan of the intertwining aspect of the 2 coasters. If Tayto Park's STC is in fact a clone of the one at Tripsdale, Cú Chulainn will still retain its titles of being the tallest, fastest, and longest coaster in the country. Personally, I think Cú Chulainn looks like the better ride, as I generally rank good wooden coasters higher than good inverted coasters, but I also think this new Vekoma model has the potential to completely blow away our expectations. I wouldn't be completely shocked if the new STC takes the title for the best coaster in Ireland, but Cú Chulainn is already such an iconic ride. I think it'll still be the park and country's marquee attraction come 2023. So as we always do for coaster reviews on this channel, let's go ahead and rank Cú Chulainn on our Park Pros tier scale. I'm going to go ahead and put Cú Chulainn into the great tier. It's a top 10 wooden coaster for me, and it really takes the best of the larger gravity group coasters in the US and packs it into a smaller scale. The airtime is just phenomenal, the layout packs in a ton without a chance to catch your breath, and overall it's just a really beautiful roller coaster. Of the 5 gravity group coasters I've been on, Cú Chulainn ranks behind Voyage and Hades, but is comfortably ahead of Kentucky Flyer, and slightly higher than Boardwalk Bullet. Overall, it's just a really great wooden coaster, and definitely one I would go out of my way to ride again the next time I'm in Ireland. Tayto Park did really well in choosing Cú Chulainn to be its headlining attraction, and with the new additions coming in 2023, the future of coasters in Ireland is starting to look even brighter. That's it for my review of Cú Chulainn. If you enjoyed this review, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Also, go check out our Instagram @ParkPros. I post channel updates on there, and I try to follow back all of the roller coaster related accounts that give us a follow. As always, thank you guys for checking out the video, and we'll see you all next time.